What is up, YouTube? So, I got you on my phone here making another video, and, well, I'm gonna have to upload this video 100% with my phone because my computer is not registering my goddamn keyboard. So, I keep restarting it, and then it says Bluetooth keyboard setup. So, then I unplug it, plug it back in like you're supposed to, and it says that the keyboard's registered, but of course it doesn't register, so it's what the fuck ever. I'll just, you know. Other than technology completely fucking bullshitting me right now, because that's what it's doing, we got people like Logan Paul who are like, oh, let's go to the suicide forest in Japan. Let's go on a ghost adventure. Ooh. And when he discovers an actual dead body, the only good thing he did was censor the face. Everything else was just completely fucked up. His half-baked apology was even worse. Now, I don't wish ill upon anybody in this video, but people like Logan Paul need to ask themselves, what if it was my brother or my girlfriend that was the body? What if it was someone I cared about, you know? Ask yourself that, Logan Paul. What if it was somebody you cared about and the person you cared about was missing for days and you were like, oh, where the fuck are they? I don't know. And then all of a sudden you discover where they are because some jackass posts a video and the last outfits they were wearing before they went missing, you recognize that outfit. You recognize articles of clothing and shit like that. Like that person you filmed in that suicide forest, yo, still had the clothing on, still had the bag with him and everything. You're all cracking jokes about it, and it's like, dude, come on. Really? Now, YouTube took the video down, obviously, but did his channel get a strike? Probably not. Reason being, he's a more popular YouTuber, who I've never even fucking heard of until these last couple of days. Like, literally, I've never heard of Logan Paul or his brother. I haven't heard of anything of them. Like, I've never even heard of these people until just recently. And everybody on YouTube is, like, kind of super pissed at him right now. Now, imagine the family who was looking for their missing loved one and then discover, can you imagine the family of that suicide victim? Even though his face was blurred out, Logan Paul decides to feature it as the still shot for his video. Total clickbait. Now, YouTube says you can't do stuff like that, and YouTube also says you can't make fun of other people on YouTube by creating fake accounts to impersonate the other person you're making fun of. And yet, how many times people have done this to me on YouTube, and YouTube just doesn't care. Every fake account I report, you know what I'm saying? Like, and people go to great lengths to fuck with me on YouTube, so, but it's whatever. Could you imagine YouTube being the family going, where's my loved one? They've been missing for a couple days, and then, oh, to find out, oh, hey, look, that suicide victim was somebody's brother, somebody's boyfriend, somebody's son, you know, somebody's nephew, you know what I'm saying? And y'all just completely dropped the ball on this one. Like, holy fuck. Now, I know I'm a huge hypocrite for saying it, but y'all need to be careful what you post on YouTube. Like, Logan Paul posting a suicide victim's crime scene on YouTube like that, that's way more worse than anything I've ever done on YouTube. As somebody who has struggled with suicidal depression, I was kind of like, dude, that's not cool, you know? I'm not gonna sit here and, you know, bitch Logan Paul out for doing it, because I feel like everybody else on YouTube's already gonna do that enough. I think, hopefully by now, Logan Paul realizes, maybe I shouldn't have done that. Just maybe I shouldn't have, maybe I should have, cut the video off, got the authorities involved, and continued the video right where I left off at a different location, like, yo, I just seen some shit, and then left it at that. But the way Logan Paul made that video was completely disrespectful, not only to that suicide victim in the Japanese suicide forest, but pretty much a slap in the face to suicide victims everywhere and people who suffer as a result of such a horrible thing. YouTube. And suicide has affected people in so many different ways, especially if you're a Linkin Park fan, for instance. Chester's suicide affected so many people, and here's Logan Paul in the fucking forest, suicide forest in Japan, It's almost appalling to think, and I don't know, I've never watched any of his fucking videos, to be honest. But the fact that this dude has followers as young as 5, from 5 to like 12, 13, watching his videos. Like, y'all got an audience, you know what I'm saying? This is the thing of it. I know my audience on YouTube is adult. You know what I'm saying? I don't try to mince words. I make no denials of the fact that my YouTube channel contains adult content. I talk about adult situations. I cuss like a sailor. You know what I'm saying? I want to speak what's on my fucking mind. And if you don't like it, kiss my fucking Asperger's. Again, this is no disrespect to Logan or his brother. This is just kind of my 2 cents on the whole thing. This is the thing a lot of people don't do anymore, it seems like, is put yourself in the other person's shoes for just 1 second and ask yourself, how would it feel, from that person's point of view? And that's just the basic, you know what I'm saying? The second thing that's on my mind, Keaton Jones' family is getting bullied, His mom made a video, posted it on her Facebook, it went viral. You got celebrities reaching out to this kid to try to, put a stop to bullying, So, the first half of the story, you're like, oh wow, you see, the internet can be used for good things to help good people. And then 2 things happened. One, someone discovered that apparently Keaton Jones' mom had taken a picture on Facebook with a Confederate flag. And 2, there was somebody creating a fake Instagram account pretending to be Keaton Jones' mom. Someone created a fake GoFundMe page trying to get money made for him. You know, and a couple of celebrities were like, yo, these family are asking for money. And it's like, well, what the fuck? You know, a lot of people at first thought that Keaton Jones and his family were trying to ask for money. And they weren't. You know, that's the thing of it. They were not. And, you know, it's just people trying to help out or trying to get money for themselves. One of the two. But this isn't the first time. This is why when I look back on people impersonating me on YouTube and people impersonating me on Facebook, you know what I'm saying? And what have you. I just look at it like, whatever, it's stupid, it's childish, because I know for a fact, YouTube, that I'm not the only person that gets impersonated on social media. And because of the fake accounts on social media and Keaton Jones' mother's photo of the Confederate flag and what have you on her Facebook page, people assumed the accounts that were fake were real, and when they assumed they were real, and then they started putting two and two together that wasn't there, you know what I'm saying? And then his family got attacked, and then people started accusing Keaton Jones of calling people the N-word. They're like, well, your mom has a Confederate flag picture on her Facebook page, so, you know, maybe the reason why you were getting bullied is because you were using the N-word and calling... No, dude, fuck off with that shit. I mean, y'all saw the way the kid was crying because he's getting bullied, and he's crying because other kids are getting bullied. Do you really think for one split fucking second that somebody who's sad and depressed because he's getting bullied and his classmates are getting bullied, do you think for one split second this is the kind of person that's going to be using the N-word on other students? I'll give you about 4 seconds to comprehend that. No, of course not. Now, because my keyboard's not working, I can't just... I could upload the video to my desktop, but it wouldn't do me any good because the keyboard's not working. So I'm going to do all the uploading 100% through my phone. I don't like using my phone data to upload videos because I hate burning through that shit. You know what I'm saying, YouTube? But right now, I got no other option. If I want to upload a video, then I got to use my phone to do it, you know? I don't know why my fucking keyboard's not registering like it's supposed to. This computer has troubles with that keyboard doing that sometimes. And to be honest, it's kind of frustrating, but on the grander scheme of things, it could be worse. So, the internet shows us that, hey, they reach out to Keaton Jones, all these celebrities, they reach out to help him, make him feel better about himself, you know what I'm saying? Just to fucking turn around and make fun of his family. And I don't give a fuck what the mother did, what the father did, what the sister did, okay? This video is about... You know, the video was about Keaton Jones and kids like him all across America getting bullied by their fellow peers. You know what I'm saying? That's what it was about. And people are just, they were looking for a reason to fucking hate. Here's a kid who's getting picked on. It's not fair. It's just typical life bullshit. And they want a fucking reason to hate. So, you know, they can't just hate the people who pick on him. That's not enough. No, that's not enough. They gotta find a way to hate the victim too, and that's what it feels like, YouTube. It feels like they gotta find a way to hate the victim as well. Why would you hate the victim in any situation? You know, that... I got my window open right now so that this tobacco smoke doesn't clog or fog out the apartment, you know what I'm saying? Why would you hate the victim of any situation? That doesn't make any goddamn sense. Like, I'm sitting here like, what the fuck, really? You can't be this stupid. You know, people are looking for an excuse to hate on Keaton Jones because his mother posted a picture of herself holding the Confederate flag on Facebook. Like, really? I feel like, okay, Keaton Jones' mom doing the... I'm breathing. I'm breathing. I'm breathing. I try to set my fucking phone down and it has to fall over on me. Sorry, these topics are kind of frustrating to talk about, and technology's bullshitting with me, and now my phone doesn't want to stay still. Like, I try to do things as perfectly and as smoothly as possible, and the harder I try, the more it fucks with me. It's like, typical. Alright. Stay. Alright. I feel like if people are looking for a reason to hate or looking for a reason to be offended, then they'll find that reason. You know? And people are so easily offended anymore. It's fucking ridiculous, YouTube. I mean, if you're looking for a reason to be offended by something, you'll find it. There are people out there who look for every sexist and or racist thing to be offended by. There are people who deliberately try to find the most offensive out of any situation. These are the kind of people who are like super OCD about trying to find things that are remotely sexist or racist about any situation. And people who try that hard just so they can have a reason to be politically correct, just so they can have a reason to justify themselves to be decent people when really they're pieces of fucking shit. If you're the kind of person that deliberately tries to look for the problems in any situation and point them out, you're not solving the problem, you're making it worse, you know. There are situations that don't even try to be sexist or racist, and there are people who try to, you know what I'm saying, YouTube? It's ridiculous. There are situations where people are not trying to be anything, they're just, maybe it's a commercial on TV, you know, and someone will find a reason to be offended by it. I mean, if you're offended for the right fucking reasons, okay, you know. I saw a domestic abuse commercial on TV a couple months ago, and the commercial was simple enough. This phone was swiping through pictures of battered women, and then the message, you can get help, and then it showed the domestic abuse hotline number. Short, sweet, got the point across. However, they should have included some men in those pictures when they did that commercial. To say that women, and this is what that commercial suggested, it was like that domestic abuse commercial suggested that only women get beat up by their significant other. That's why I had a problem with it. Off topic. So Logan's like, oh, okay, we're gonna go to a suicide forest in Japan, and we're gonna crack jokes about this victim while he's hanging from a tree. Logan didn't stop to think, how many fucking subscribers does he have? And by now, if the family hasn't found out about their loved one in that forest, they're going to, because it's all over the fucking internet. Discovering that somebody you cared about has killed themselves is a horrible thing to go through. Stumbling across the body, that's one of the worst ways to discover somebody's suicide, is stumbling across their body. But having their suicide publicly broadcast to the entire internet like that, it's just plain disgusting. I'm not here to start drama with Logan or any of his fans. I'm just here to say how I feel about the situation. Quite honestly, Logan and his fans don't scare me one bit. You know, I'm not here to talk shit. I'm not calling Logan names. I'm just saying what he did was kind of fucked up. That's all I'm saying. Like, bro, come on. If it was somebody you loved and cared about and you discovered they killed themselves because someone else made a video about it and posted it on YouTube, how would you feel, Logan? How would you feel? Ask yourself that question. How the fuck would you feel? You'd feel like a piece of shit, wouldn't you? Exactly. You'd be like, well, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? You know, like I said, somebody as myself, I've struggled with suicidal depression in the past. And I kind of felt like I had to make a video about this. Like, this isn't right what he did, you know. I feel like what he did was tasteless, senseless. You know what I'm saying? I kind of felt like, okay, you know what? No, it wasn't. That wasn't cool what he did, you know. I mean, the fact that you got one dude who just thinks it's okay to film someone's suicide crime scene in a forest. And then you got all these other fucking assholes who are like, let's pick on a kid and his family who've already been through, you know, enough with the kid getting bullied as it is. Like, the kid gets bullied in school, so let's pick on his family too while we're at it. And let's talk a bunch of shit on them too. Fuck that. I hate to be that guy, but do you think all these anti-bullying videos make it go away? If it did, then people wouldn't be talking shit on Keaton Jones or his family right now. Saying that, oh, that entire family's racist because his mom took a picture with the flag and blah, blah, blah. Who gives a fuck what the mother did, okay? This was a caring mother who made a video to let her son vent and say how he was feeling about the situation. And let other people know, hey, this is what happens to me, you know? And I feel like a lot of kids who watched that were like, yo, I can relate to this little cracker right here, you know what I'm saying? I think a lot of kids who are watching Keaton Jones cry on camera, they're like, dude, I feel that kid's pain. A lot of kids across America were like, I go through similar shit. I know exactly how he feels. And that's why speaking out, there is, if you can enunciate my words properly. Speaking out and against things like bullying, it helps address the issue, but it doesn't stop it completely. Unfortunately. Because if talking about bullying stopped it, that'd be nice if all you had to do was say, hey, stop bullying, and it just stopped instantly, you know? It doesn't work like that. Much like if you're in high school and you're the social outcast, you're not going to get that smoking hot chick. It's not some quirky 90s feel good high school movie or the quirky social outcast gets the babe in the end of the movie. Life doesn't work like that. Unless you have something to offer that chick, she's not going to want to be with you. Really. Yeah. So can you imagine at YouTube, Logan Paul's YouTube disaster, everyone's talking about it. People continue to bully Keaton Jones on social media because of false accusations and, you know, really. Oh, like when Chester killed himself, there was some fucking asshole who hacked into his wife's Twitter account and made it look like she did it. You know what I'm saying? Like she encouraged him, and that's really fucked up. The fact that people are so fucking miserable with their lives, YouTube, that they're like, I'm going to hack into somebody's social media, or I'm going to pretend to be somebody else on social media just to ruin their fucking life, just to make them miserable because I'm fucking miserable. That's all it is. That's exactly how they feel about the situation. You wanna know how I feel about the situation, YouTube? It's fucked. 4 degrees of fucked. And here's the kicker of it, YouTube. This is the beautiful thing of it. Is that life does not have to suck this goddamn bad. But when you treat others like crap, and when you do shitty things and you're a shitty person, guess what? It spreads like wildfire, and eventually it affects everybody. You want my advice, YouTube? Keep your social circles small. I'd rather have a couple of close, good friends than a couple, like 100 acquaintances. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying, YouTube? Like, I'd rather have... If I had, like... If I knew 7 people, and 3 of them were just acquaintances, but 4 of them are really good friends. You know what I'm saying? I'd rather have the 4 good friends than just the 3 acquaintances. You know? Yeah, let's go with this one. I mean, I really don't know how else to put it, YouTube. That's just, you know. And I got people who dislike my videos as soon as they come out. Video doesn't even have... My videos could just be uploaded and not even 10 views, and it's got like 30 or 40 dislikes, and it's like, wow. Some people have no lives. Hmm. Now, when it comes to certain individuals doing certain things, you have no control over what people do, YouTube. The only thing you have control over is what you do and how you react to people's bullshit. Oh man. Yeah, my pipe was clogged. And, oh shit. That definitely unclogged it. I guess you could call this a rant video because that's what it is. Me bitching about the things I can't change in society as usual. Anyways, this is King Cobra JFS with another video. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you all later.